Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakar Kudash. Double honors to my apostles and elders that rule impeccably well. And a salute, Shalom, to the Archean pushing his truth and sincerity across the four winds, man. Alright, I just want to get into a quick video, and I'm going to be briefly speaking on the scripture you see here up on the screen, which is Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. And it reads, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?" And I'll read it again. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?" Man, right? And that's the question. It's like, so what if no one believes in this gospel, man? You know? So what if the 2/3, right, of our people, 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't believe in this gospel, right? It really doesn't matter. So what if the heathen don't believe in this gospel and they scoff on the comment boards and they come to the camp, you know, spewing their madness? You know, what does it matter, man? What does it matter? It's not going to affect our faith. It's not going to shake us in the faith, man, because look, man, when you have a foundation in this thing, right, your faith is not going to be rocked by a scoffer, man, right? We deal with scoffers on a weekly basis, all right? So the more and more you deal with scoffers, the more and more you see how delusional they actually are. And the more and more you see the cloud of darkness, right, and the rejection that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has put upon them, all right? You see it more and more, man. You see, you know, they come with all these philosophies and, you know, these vain beliefs, you know, the whole, you know, African thing, you know, you got our people out there that still think they're African unto this day, man, right? But, you know, they have no, if you just simply research history, you would find out that we're not Hamites, we're not Africans, man, all right? Just as simple as that, but it just shows you how much of a low level our people are still on up until this day, man. And those guys that want to remain in those ways will indeed remain in those ways, man, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai hasn't chosen them to be plucked out of the madness. The Lord has actually, you know, put a dark cloud upon many people upon the face of the earth, man. All right? And 2/3 of our people are included in that number. All right? Now the scriptures also say, "Fear not the incredulity that is against us," man. Right? Roughly paraphrasing, man. Fear not the incredulity, man. Incredulity means disbelief, man. All right? We don't make that phase us, man. Just because you don't believe in the scriptures and you don't believe in the prophecies, all right? That don't mean that's going to make us, you know, feel that it, you know, the scriptures is void, all right? Just because you don't believe, right? You know, the very fact that the scriptures tells us that in the last days there shall be scoffers, right, gives us faith, because that's prophecy, right? The scriptures told us that there was going to be people that did not believe. The Lord told us that he was going to blind 2/3 of our people, all right? The Lord also told us that he was going to make people out there believe in a lie, man, right? It also tells us in Isaiah the 60th chapter that gross darkness shall cover the earth, man, and gross darkness to people, right? That's not talking about the elect, man, right? Because the elect are not going to get that gross darkness. The elect, you know, represent the light, man, so they pierce through the darkness, man, all right? But all you people out there, you know, especially our people I'm talking about, you know, if you wanna reject the light, you're gonna remain in that gross darkness, man. You're gonna remain right there in that gross darkness, and then when the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai makes his return, you're gonna get killed along with the other nations, man, and you're gonna have to come back in the reincarnation, all right, in the kingdom as newborn babes. All right, so it's as simple as that. If you don't get it now, you're gonna get it later, man. But you're gonna have to get the second death, and that's not something that you want, man. And you know, you don't want to have everlasting shame and contempt, as it tells us in Daniel 12, in the kingdom. You're gonna be walking with your head down. You're gonna be ashamed you know, that you didn't listen to the gospel, that you didn't believe and have faith in the gospel, man. Right? That's going to be a great shame that you 2/3 are going to carry in the kingdom, man. All right? So that's why the scriptures say, seek the Lord while he is near, man, and while he can be found, through his prophets, through his men that are on the highways and the byways preaching this word in truth and sincerity, man. All right? So there's no excuses, man. You know, when them death angels get let loose, and when things start happening that, you know, you can't explain, you know, you can't tell the Lord, you can't tell the angels that you never had enough time to get the gospel, or you didn't hear the gospel, man. All right? Because the apostles have been out here for 30+ years, man. All right? And their elders before them were also preaching these words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But now the apostles, you know, they have that pure doctrine that's been bestowed upon them through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and they've given that pure doctrine unto us, man. All right? And now we push the word, and, you know, there's brothers all over the world, you know, pushing this word in sincerity, man, and in truth. All right? So we chose to ride with Yahweh Shai, man. Right? We chose to be with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and push this truth. You know, we've made our decision, man, and we pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that we keep in those ways, man, and we don't stray from the path of this truth, because it's not easy, man. All right? But if you've chosen to be a 2/3 and you've chosen to reject this knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, then there's really nothing left for you, man. You can tell us all you want that this is not true and that's not true, but we go by the scriptures, man. All right? We go by the scriptures. We don't go by vain opinions, right? And science is so-called, right? We go by the wisdom, knowledge, and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and most importantly, we go by faith. So, you know, based on that alone, we can see that you guys ain't gonna get it, right? Because if the Lord hasn't given you that gift of faith, then you're finished anyway, man. Right? You're just finished anyway. There's no hope for you. If you don't have the gift of faith, there is actually no hope for you, man. You might as well just give it up. You know, because you got Edomites out there, right, that actually will say, you know, Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are actually the Israelites, man. You got the wicked that will come forth and say that, man. All right? Just from looking at the scriptures, right, and, you know, matching up certain things, they've come to the conclusion that the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are indeed the Israelites, man. So if you got Edomites out there and heathens out there that can come to that understanding, but 2/3 of our people can't, that just shows you that they've been heavily blinded, man. All right? So that's why, you know, when certain people come to camp and they can't get this in a certain period of time, we're moving on to the next one, man. All right? The doors are closing, the breaches are closing right now, man. Right? And you know, that grace period is running out, man. You know? And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to make his return very soon, man. So again, you guys are not going to have any excuse to say that you didn't know this or you didn't know that. There's thousands upon thousands of videos and breakdowns getting uploaded on YouTube, you know, through the men of GreatMillStone. Right? The Lord has put a heavy spirit on us to be diligent and fervent in his truth. Right? And through doing that, these videos flood the net, man. Right? All kind of breakdowns. You know, you got the basics. You got all kind of information out there that's getting brought out through the men of GreatMillStone, man. Right? And I truly believe that, you know, Lord willing, that we're the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because the work ethic and the faith shows it, man. Because you're only going to have such a work ethic if you actually have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you actually believe and have faith that these things and these prophecies are actually going to come to pass. That's what drives you to be diligent in this truth, man. If you lack faith, right, and you lack belief in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, then you're not going to be as diligent in this truth, man. It's as simple as that. So the main thing is that you 2/3 of our people don't have faith, man. They don't have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Right? They've been living under the so-called white man's vibration and system for too long, to the point of no return, man. Right? But the Lord has plucked out a few good men, so to speak, you know, who are of the elect, to preach his word and have faith in him and believe in him until the end, man. Right? And that's just how Yahweh Hashem Yahushai set it up, man. You know, if you ain't got the name, you know, you're calling on some next name, you know, then you're finished, man. You know, there's a lot of snares and traps out here for Israel that the Lord has placed, man. You better hold that you better hope that you don't get entangled in them, man. You know? So that's why really ultimately it goes back to fear as well, man. You got to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai with all your mind, body, and soul, man. Because the Lord can put you in a situation where you wake up one day and then you decide that, you know, you're not going to use the 12 tribes chart no more, man. Right? The Lord can do that, and the Lord has done that. The Lord has done that to men out there that now, you know, destined to be destroyed because they've denied the gospel of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and ultimately they hate Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and they are men seeking their own glory. Right? The Lord can have you wake up and call yourself a Muslim, man, and be in the truth and be in the camp prophesying, man. The Lord can do all of these things. All right? So that's why you must fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in order to keep yourself in check and keep yourself in line, man. That's why these examples of these men that fall out and that start preaching heresies and things that are not true, that's why they're always made an example out of, man. Right? So you know not what to do. Right? So you don't follow suit in their madness, man. It's a warning. All right? To keep you on track. That's why, you know, the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love, because through open rebuke, you then see, okay, I don't want to, you know, have the same fate as my man, right? I don't want that to happen to me, man. You know, so I'm not going to do that. It's just like in the law of old, you know, if you have two homosexuals, all right, engaging, you know, and they get caught, what happens? They get brought before the people, and you know their blood shall be upon them. Right? For an example, so you don't follow suit in doing the wickedness that they were doing. Right? Same thing for adultery. All right? That's why you know they gotta be put to death. Again, so you know, to follow suit, so no one would do what they were doing, man. Right? You have to get made an example out of, man. All right? This truth is deadly serious, man, and there's a lot of guys out there that are not taking this truth for what it really is. They're not realizing the ramifications that this truth really holds, man. And they think it's a walk in the park, and they think it's some sort of a joke, right? Until you know, so to speak, as they say in the world, until shit hits the fan, right? Then you realize that you weren't really built for this, and then you realize that you never really did have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you was just doing it just to pass time, man. That's why the scriptures say, examine your own self whether you be in the faith. That's a necessary thing to do. You must examine yourself to see whether you're actually in the faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, or if you're just doing it for your own vain reasons, man. Right? But you know, with that, I'll say shalom.